What's going on, everybody? This is Robert from Bridging to Geekdoms. I love the alternate jersey. How's it going? I am playing some NHL 20. I'm not rich enough to have NHL 21 right now, so I have to go with this one. Don't mind the different things on here, the different settings and stuff. I'm not great, so I just kind of do it. I just like to have fun. But I want to talk about this upcoming hockey season. I know this is a pop culture site and YouTube channel, but I want to talk about this kind of stuff. So let's discuss it. So hopefully you watch and join and talk with me. Should be a little bit of fun. All right. I made some trades. This is my franchise mode. I made some trades and made my own character that I have, and it's not on the hardest difficulty. I just like I said, I just like to have some fun. I don't want to be aggravated by what I'm trying to blow off some steam. Yeah, I got Dana Char on my team. Look at that. Yeah. But this upcoming season, it's a shortened season. What is it? I think 56 games, 52 games, something like that. Pretty crazy. It's going to be a very interesting... Oh, man. I already got somebody injured in the game. It's definitely going to be an interesting season for sure. I'm a huge Pittsburgh Penguin fan. I'm from the Pittsburgh area. You know, what's really crazy is there was a time I actually was a writer for a hockey website. It's kind of where I got my chops when it comes to writing. Still not a great writer, but it's a debunked hockey website. It was called hockeytracker.net. I had a great time, and it gave me the ability and privilege to get out there, get my voice heard, and not that it really mattered at all, and not that I was really all that popular, but it got me to do some pretty cool things, and I got to experience some things that I never thought I would get to experience, such as I got to get press passes for Pittsburgh Penguin games. It was fantastic. I got to go to my first Penguins playoff game in the press box, and actually I think I went to 2 or 3 playoff games in the press box. It was fantastic, amazing, and fun, and just something I'll never forget. But it kind of led to me becoming a writer for the pop culture world. It had me I tried to build my own little YouTube channel years and years ago. You could still find it called The Great Video Game Blog. It was a pretty funny thing. Me and my buddies sat around and made a couple videos, and we tried to go all out doing different different things to make it look cool, but it's very just amateurish. But it led me eventually to podcasting and writing for a website. I'm now senior editor over at thespoilerverse.com, so it was pretty cool. I got a lot that I can credit writing for Hockey Tracker to, and but my love for hockey is never gonna die. I'm such a big hockey fan, and it takes me back to my childhood, watching Penguin games and hockey growing up, and living through the Lemieux years, got to experience a good bit of that. Obviously, Crosby years, it's been fantastic and lucky for Pittsburgh fans. And I know there's a lot of fan bases out there that are jealous or, excuse me, not jealous. I don't know what you want to say, but they're just not happy. They don't appreciate Pittsburgh, but we had some dark times, and a lot of teams go through those dark periods, and then you'll get a great player. It's all about how your management handles those great players and your franchise for how good it's going to be. We just got lucky and got a player like Sidney Crosby right at the end of Lemieux's second stint in his career. So, hey, you win some, you lose some. We got lucky. That's about it. But this season, I really don't know what to expect when it comes to the Penguins this season, or this NHL season at all. I mean, it's such a interesting, and it's a shortened season. There's so much that could go on, could happen. I mean, one injury this season could pretty much determine and eliminate a team if one of their best players is injured for an extended period of time. That's just absolutely crazy to me, and to think. I mean, it's going to be very interesting, and the fact that you're only really playing your division. You're not playing across. You're not playing other conferences or anything like that. It's definitely going to be an interesting season for sure. I'm not sure if the Penguins are good enough to even make the playoffs. I look, being a diehard Penguins fan, I got to believe that they are and they will make the playoffs. But it's a grueling schedule for sure. And I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Definitely throw information down in the comments. What you think is going to happen with the Penguins this year? What do you think is going to happen at all? I should probably pay attention to the game. All right, let's play for real here. Yeah, I like to make myself a player on the game, and then I like to be the best player in the league. That's just what I do. It is what it is. So on the 13th, we got the first game against the Flyers. Then we got a game against the Flyers on the 15th. I believe the 13th is actually the first game of the NHL season. I think we play the first game, but against the Flyers. And I mean, you know how games with the Penguins and the Flyers are. It's one of the biggest, most heated rivalries in all of sports. Should be an interesting one. I gotta say, I wish I could sit here and comfortably say who's going to win the Stanley Cup. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is ridiculous. I don't know who's going to win the Cup. I just don't know. It's so interesting, and a lot has to do with COVID. You know, what did that it comes to protecting its players last year from COVID when they made their hub cities and everything like that. But I don't know. They're not doing the same thing this year. This is completely different than what they did last year. Snoop Dogg? I had no idea that was a thing. Oh, man. Yeah, so who's winning the Cup this year? Who's going to take the divisions? What are the expectations with everyone? My daughter, I guess, wants to have a say in the matter. Alright, I got to play for real. Talking and playing is not very good for me, I guess. Again, this is part of my YouTube channel, Bridging to Geekdoms. I have a little playlist there called Play and Talk. I'm probably going to do more things like this. You know, I'm playing NHL right now. I'm going to pop it up there. I may play some Rainbow Six with some of my friends, Siege, and put it up there. It's just a whole bunch of things that I want to do, and just get more content on there. I know a lot of people love streaming and watching video game streams, but hey, it is what it is. It's more, in some cases, it's going to be where I talk about current going-ons in the pop culture world. Like right now, I want to talk about hockey. I'd love people to watch on Twitch and join in on the discussion. Be nice. I know my daughter here, who is 6 months old, wants to join in the discussion of hockey, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, 6.5. So I do 5-minute periods. Obviously the penalties and power plays are full 2 minutes real time. Um, so I just feel like it gives you the best of the gameplay. I may bump it up occasionally, especially during playoff times. Whenever I play the playoffs, I'll bump it up to 7-minute periods. So it gives me a little bit more extended time. But during the season, I keep it down to about 5 minutes. That way, a game can get me. I could get completed with a game within about between 20 and 30 minutes, instead of playing for an hour one specific game.
Favorite team growing up would have to be LA Kings.
What about the Ducks-Kings rivalry? Is there something there now?
I think it's a little rivalry there, considering that the Ducks did happen to win the Stanley Cup once upon a time. And,
oh boy, I have no idea if I was on mute or not there. So apologize if I was on mute talking and you didn't hear me. Oh man, I forgot that I didn't change it to be to switch sides for me. That's kind of annoying. Ah!
Along the half wall with the puck. Comes up with the stop as he got a piece of the blocker on it. Anaheim's looking to
Tripping, maybe? No, you're not gonna call tripping there. Oh man, these refs are as bad as real life refs. Sherry, I really don't like Sherry, but he and Malkin, for some reason in this game, have great chemistry, so I gotta keep them together. Oh, man.
He's tight to the net. He doesn't have much time, and that snapshot beats the goaltender from the low slot.
The Penguins make their way back to center ice here with now a 2-goal lead in the second.
Nice to pad the 1-goal lead. They've played well, and now they've earned this spot in the game.
Slides the puck across to Raquel.
No. What did they say? The worst lead in hockey is a 3-goal lead. So I'm one away from that. I don't ever really have an issue playing a game, but it's an interesting concept and idea that it's the worst lead to have. It's you get too comfortable, and then before you know it, you're behind the 8-ball.
Picks it off in the offensive end. Moves it quickly over to Sheary. I see you at more games popping up over the years. Have you ever actually been on skates?
Yeah, man, on one of my TV shows, I went to a Duck game, man, and they put me on ice, man. I almost broke my legs, man.
That's the one and only time?
That's it. That's all. No more, no less.
John Marino got a 6-year extension, $4.4 million a year. That's kind of crazy to think he's only played in a shortened season. Didn't play the entire year. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for him and what kind of impact he'll make on the blue line for the Penguins. A lot of people are sick and tired or over with the Letang experiment. I'm not even going to say experiment, the Letang. He's been around for more than 10 years now, and there was a time when he was 100% the best defender in the league. He just never got the recognition because he wasn't as consistent as some of the others in the league. But he's still a damn good defender. But it'll be interesting to see how John Marino plays out, if he's going to be... he is the future. He and Dumoulin are the kind of the future of the Penguins' blue line. I'm a big Dumoulin fan. He's strong, consistent, and reliable back there, which is very important. Man.
Here's a short pass to Juice. Well, he's calling him out now. Moves it over to Roberts.
Kessler's ready to go. Apparently, the other guy doesn't want anything to do with it.
Good use of the body to knock them off the puck.
Ah!
All alone. Denies him on the breakaway. And the goaltender grabs that one.
I did make a trade. I got rid of Murray because Murray's horrible. Jari's in net right now, but I traded Murray for Fleury. I got Fleury back. Now, Say what you will, whatever. It is what it is. I'm a huge Fleury fan. I have been, even when people hated him back in 2005, because there was a time, a lot of people don't remember this, but back in 2003, 2004, 2005, that time frame, I know there's the strike that went on, but people were not a big fan of Fleury. People just did not like him at all. It wasn't until about, let's say, 07, 08, around that time, that people and fans started to appreciate Fleury for what he was. And again, you have to know that goaltenders take time to establish themselves in the NHL. It's very rare you get a player or a goalie that comes in and tears up like Murray did. And normally when that happens, normally when a goaltender comes in and tears up for a season or two, they don't stay that way. Very rare. And that's what I tried telling people when Murray was doing so well for us and helping us. When he was helping us win cups, because it wasn't him that was winning us the cups. He was playing well, but the NHL just did not figure him out yet. Not to mention that we had some really strong, steady defense in front of him. And I'm not going to sit here and say that we would have won with or without Fleury those cups those years, because we won with Murray. We did. Murray, helped win those cups. Nothing against that. He's a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. You cannot take that away from him. But, you can't deny the fact that he was not as good as so many people thought. He did not deserve, he did not deserve the contract that he got. So much about it. I personally, you don't make that, you make the same move regardless of, come on, of who you are, GM-wise. 30 out of 30 teams would have traded or let Fleury go and kept Murray. But I think the Murray experiment, season too long, maybe 2 seasons too long. The writing was on the wall pretty early on of what kind of player he was going to be. And he proved to be nothing more than a one-show pony. Is that what you call it? I don't know. Is that the saying? Who knows? But he just was not the type of player that you want to have. He's not a franchise goaltender. He's a solid goaltender, in a 1-2 tandem, but he's not somebody who's going to lead your team to multiple Stanley Cups, playoff wins, and deep runs into the playoffs. He's just not. Is Jari going to do that for us? I hope so. Jari is a damn good goalie, but he's done it the way that, like I said, happens for goalies. It takes time for goalies to establish themselves and build up the ability to play in the NHL. And Jari has done that. He's gone through the minors. He's worked his way up. He back up for a year or two. He's going to be a very strong goalie. Now, is he going to be a franchise goalie? That's to be seen. So we'll see. But Fleury, huge fan. Appreciate everything he did in Pittsburgh. What he accomplished. 3-time Stanley Cup champion in Pittsburgh, which is phenomenal. So I really hope he does come back to Pittsburgh to finish off his career. I think that would be amazing to see him come, even if it's in a backup role. I would just love to see it. I would love to see that. He and Crosby go out at the same time. That's my prediction. I want to see that happen. Malkin, I think, is going to play way past when he should retire. I don't expect Malkin to stay on the Penguins the rest of his career. I expect after this contract's up, I think he's going to want to see what else is out there. It'll probably be his last big contract that he gets. He'll probably make like $6 million, $7 million a year for 3 or 4 years somewhere. I think he's going to go out west. I do. I think that he'll go somewhere like L.A., Anaheim, maybe. Maybe not Anaheim. San Jose, possibly. That's what I see. I don't think he's going to go to a Canadian team, but I do see him going out west. Hey, he may try and find Kessel. Wherever Kessel is at that time, he may go join Kessel. Who knows? It'll be interesting. I know that they had some good chemistry for a little while there. Not amazing, but maybe a better coach that knows how to utilize players. And look, Mike Sullivan is a good coach. Won us 2 cups, but he's kind of who's dead.
Get off the ice and get a much-needed breather here.
Simmons isn't too interested in this challenge. He just turns away.
I don't know who that was.
Heavy thump there.
I don't need. My defense is thin. I don't have. I might have to make some trades.
Department can try to get
Oh
us
man.
as soon as possible for you here as this game goes
But
on.
again, Sullivan's won us some cups, but I really feel that it's rare in hockey, especially. Coaches wear out their welcome relatively quickly in the NHL. This is the closest game I've played yet. But I feel that coaches have about a 4 to 5 year lifespan in the NHL before you really need to start considering making a change. And I know it's dangerous and scary to make those changes, and people don't like to do that. But I think it's important in the NHL. I think in the NHL you need to change that voice in the locker room from time to time to keep things fresh, to get different perspectives, to utilize players differently. To give your stars some accountability, because eventually and sometimes what happens is your coaches just get too content with your star players and they kind of run shop. And again, that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that Crosby shouldn't have a say in what happens in the locker room or with the team. I mean, he is the team. If it wasn't for Crosby, we would not be as successful as we have been in the past 15 years. But there comes a time when your coach needs a change, and that's why I think Baalsma, his time was way past due. I think it was Oh wait, I'm on a power or penalty kill, aren't I? I forgot about that. Hey, get out of here.
This is brutal for the penalty killers. They run out of gas in a hurry. Now they got to stay on the ice.
Oh man, that was tough. Woo!
Getzlaf's on the receiving end of this huge hit. Sometimes you've got nowhere to go.
Pittsburgh's got the edge in the shot department, a big reason why they lead.
Yeah, I got kids here. One watching Mickey, one playing on the floor. Good times.
Takes a shot. That goes off its way. Comes up with a stop.
Oh man.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. This one
Definitely, John from Spoiler Country, he lives over near Seattle, and they actually are getting an expansion team here next season called the Seattle Kraken, if I'm not mistaken. Badass name, by the way. But we were talking about possibly doing a limited series podcast, where I would sit down and we would talk about hockey, and I would teach him about hockey as he starts to get ready for having a team in his city. So I don't know if we're going to have time to do that. It's something that we want to do. There's a couple different podcast ideas we've had. We just never have the time. I mean, we're both busy. We both have large families and such. What the heck? Charging. Didn't.
It is because as soon as the puck turns over, you can see that he's adjusting and he's going to finish this check. The ref's on high alert.
puck is dropped and we are back underway. Here inside the defensive zone, they get the puck.
All right.
Heads deep inside the offensive zone.
I'm pretty bad at this game, aren't I? It's all right. You guys can tell me.
Right to the middle. The Penguins have possession shorthanded. Oh, great read. Gets a piece of it.
Oh, great read.
Slides it diagonally to Rust. From the point, takes a shot. Makes the
Ugh.
putting out the fire in front. Grabs the puck here in their own end. Fires one. Off the post.
Off the post.
Along the wall by Zucker. Anaheim's got the puck.
I will say,
Set that hit up.
the AI has been getting better every single year. Covering passing lanes and such. It's impressive what they've been able to do with these games.
The wall. And that was stopped. been treated to a fun one tonight. Lots of offense. It's 4-3. Feeds the puck over to Aston Reese. And he gains the zone here. With possession along the wall. Puck lands right back onto the blade. Big time stop there. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there.
Ah.
Handles the puck. Moves it to Silverberg. Reads it perfectly, breaking up the play. Can't connect. Anaheim's looking. And he's taken down the official's arm.
Oh, come on!
And the officials will pass the
Oh my goodness. This happens to me every few games. I get stuck in this.
Penalty to take because you put yourself in a bad spot. A player falls down.
I get stuck in this penalty
to think about it now.
rut. I just get one penalty after the next. I think it's kind of something the game does.
Period. Scores!
Yes. Needed that shorty. Need one more to be comfortable. Uh-oh. You need Mickey. Okay, hold on. Little kids in there, Mickey Mouse, I tell you. There you go. All right, now let's get back to the game. Sorry about that, everybody. That's what happens when you got little kids.
Pittsburgh's got the puck here in the open ice. And he takes a shot. And there's the save. Here in the back half of this period, Pittsburgh's got a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Raquel's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Knocked away. Tries to get this man advantage going from their own end now. Rocks him on the
All
play.
right.
Sends a pass over. Stopped by the goaltender.
Nice, Jory.
Flexes another
Why'd I do that?
After the first stop, he's in good position.
Why'd I do that?
Second.
Pittsburgh's been the better team tonight. They have turned good defense into solid offense, and they lead here in the third. Raquel's won the draw. Moves it quickly over to Henrique. Centering pass. A chance in front. Big stop.
I'm always looking forward to some good hockey talk, so definitely if you guys want to, just let me know in the comments if you want to see me play more hockey, talk more hockey. Maybe you guys will join in the discussion. Let me know.
And it's freed up over to his teammate with a nice kick pass. Directs it on over to Getzlaf. He says, let's get physical on that play. Moves the
Physical. You wanna be physical.
The Penguins have been the aggressor offensively tonight as they continue to lead in the third. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the
Oh man, why?
Pittsburgh's attempt to put
Alright, try this again.
on net has paid off as they lead it in the third. Puck is dropped and he
I mean-
wins the draw here in the defensive zone.
I'm a strong believer in you can't score if you don't shoot.
Possession along the wall. A spirited battle along the boards for the puck. Kicked up ahead to his teammate who skates away. And that one's broken up. Solid
I like hits too.
Here's a shot. Score.
But I took myself out of position, and that's what happens. Again, I just like to have fun. I don't get too serious about it. It's just good times to, blow some steam, have a little fun, take a little break from parenthood and life and such. That's what gaming should be about.
Icing being waved off, just a good old-fashioned that goes off the post and stays out. Scrum along the boards. And the puck's knocked loose. And now he moves it to Roberts. No room for the get. Anaheim's got the puck along the boards. Straight up the middle. Here they come.
Man.
On the attack. And he's going after him here. Now a quick pass to Malkin.
I don't like to fight. I'm not a fighter.
Here, guys, gloves off. This is a confident player right here. He's got 2 goals earlier in the game. He's got the puck on his stick. He's got to be thinking number 3.
And now it's grabbed by Getzlaf. Moves it on over to Heinen. tries to get the puck to Irwin.
I don't know why he did that. That was
And he slides it quickly to Heinen.
terrible AI play.
Chara swooping in on the attack.
AI.
Can't get it to go. Tries to feed it over to Henrique.
This is a very close game, and I don't like it.
And a great save. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Oh, that hurt from here.
He didn't take anything out of that hit. He delivered it really hard as he could.
Goodness. Ryan. The Penguins get a hold of it. And look at this. It's scores! Whoa!
That was a nice little tap in. There's 2 on.
Finish it off. Makes a perfect shot.
Good times.
Have a little more injured player is not going to return tonight. He was evaluated in the locker room, and the doctors
Ah.
are going to hold him out.
Thanks very much for the update, Ray. That certainly complicates things now going forward. And a poke check knocks the puck away. Pass across to Aston Reese. Picks it off. Look out. Blocker save. Pittsburgh's gained possession along the boards. They desperately need a goal. The net is in. And
Yes. There we go. Let's put this game away, thankfully. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for, like I said, I mean, throw comments down below if you want to see me do more of this. Just let me know, because I love talking hockey, and as the season goes on, I'm sure I'll have more to talk about. But I mean, that's what I want to do. I want this to just be play and talk, where I talk about a whole bunch of different things. So yeah, just let me know. I will join in my Twitch channel. Make sure you find Bridging Geekdoms on Twitch. That way you can join in on whenever I do play games like this. Yeah, that's about it. I'd like to find a way to connect my Xbox up to being able to stream on YouTube as well. I'm going to be able to do that yet. PC I can connect up to the StreamYard app that I use. I don't know if that's possible. I can do with my Xbox. If you know, then like, but and I look forward to putting content out for all of you. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Finish off this game, and yeah, we'll go from there. But it's been great, a lot of fun. Take it easy, everyone.